Thank you for your statement. I would like to give the floor to a representative speaking on behalf of youth non-governmental organizations. You have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. Distinguished ministers, delegates, and representatives. My name is Sebastian Rood from the Netherlands.
And I'm Shakil Suhaimi from Malaysia.
We speak on behalf of the children and the youth constituency, representing more than half of the world's population, noting that youth and future generations will be affected the most by the actions that you are all going to take when you get home. For us, climate change is a matter of human rights and justice between generations and between people. Those who are already vulnerable feel the worst impacts of climate change and have the least access to decision-making. You are the decision makers, and you have the responsibility to protect people of the world from harm. You could have already saved our future, but you chose not to. The outcomes of these negotiations are far from ambitious enough to limit global warming under 1.5 degrees, and the clock is ticking. We have to act now to protect our very existence on this planet. We still trust that multilateralism is the best option we have to save the world. But as youth, we also must stress that we expect a better follow-up on the Paris Agreement than the Katowice outcome. We must build something more ambitious, and we need to do this together. We must protect the rights of youth, children, and generations to come, including our right to participation. With this speed and ambition, you are endangering our future. We urge each and every government to take responsibility. All countries should act domestically through strong and binding legislation, each to the maximum of their capacity.
And we can assure you, we will hold you accountable. We will demand from our governments more ambitious NDCs. We also urge parties to fulfill existing commitments. And we remind you that this includes adequate climate finance, divestment from fossil fuels, implementing global carbon pricing, as well as sustainable transportation. As youth, we are already doing our part to stop climate change. We are ready to take the difficulties that the transition encompasses, because we know that they are nothing compared to what awaits if we fail to act. We are educating young people about the roots, impacts, and the solutions to climate change. And we urge world leaders to help us implement and support education for sustainable development. We are the first generation that are feeling the effects of climate change, and the last one who can end it. We, as young people, are here in a rightful place to demand severe climate action. Do not let us down.
We are unstoppable. Another world is possible. We are unstoppable. Another world is possible.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, youth.